This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, November 12th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At noon today, we have some energy with the trough digging in across the eastern part of the country, the flow coming straight out of Canada, and that's going to bring the cold air that's already around, and it's going to keep it a-coming. 1044 millibar high south of Omaha. That's going to keep the temperatures cold. The skies will be nice and sunny, but it's going to be about 30 degrees for a high. A couple degrees either side of that. Lows in the teens both tonight. But then Wednesday, after lows in the teens to lower 20s, the winds switch to the southwest. That'll boost temperatures back into the 40s, maybe approaching 50 in the south and west. It will be quite breezy on Wednesday, however. Less breezy Thursday as a disturbance looks to move into the area. This could spark off an isolated shower Thursday into maybe early on Friday. Maybe a couple hundredths at best with this system. And this drags cold air back down here on Friday, but it's not going to be substantially cooler. Highs back from about near the 50 degree mark Thursday to maybe back into the 40s on Friday as the system moves off to the east. But the Gulf starts to open up again here on Saturday. The southern counties may see an increase in cloudiness, and there could be an isolated shower in the far southern tier. Better chances further to the south in Oklahoma, Arkansas, and the Arklatex region. The system begins to take shape to our southwest here on Sunday as cold air starts to come back in again, with the high pressure wanting to nose into North Dakota. But it looks like we'll still be on the warm side Sunday with some rain. And then Monday is where it gets tricky. We have a low pressure southwest of St. Louis, the 540 line just hugging the precipitation edge in Minnesota, northwestern Iowa, Nebraska. So we could see some rain changing to snow Monday. And then on Tuesday, the system is moved off to the east with the energy over the mid-Atlantic. A little bit of an upper level feature over Colorado and New Mexico. But the temperatures here look to be near the 40s, maybe near 50, lows in the 20s to near 30. Lots of rain and snow well off to our east, the snow in northern New England, and rain and maybe thunderstorms in the southeast. A couple days after that, going into the extended period on November the 23rd, we have a system with some energy moving across to the northern tier of the country, a ridge pumping itself up over eastern New England into the Canadian Maritimes, and that could drag a frontal system down that could bring more cold air to the state, with maybe some rain changing over to snow at that time on the 23rd and maybe into early on the 24th. And then as we head to the end of the forecast here on Wednesday the 27th, the day before Thanksgiving, the big travel day. Well, around here it's going to be fairly cool for travel if this is right. Winds out of the flow out of the north and west, and what looks to be a fairly decent snowstorm over the New England states with the low pressure center well north of Montreal and Ottawa. So we could see lake effect snow, so travel issues possible there, but this could likely change in the next 2 weeks. Satellite image from last evening, well, this ain't changing in the next 2 weeks. This ain't changing very quickly. Cold air just screaming south with some snow along it, with those clouds from the eastern Great Lakes into the plains, and a new system in the northwest. But there's nothing in the northwest with watch and warnings here, but a lot of winter weather advisories in Ohio, West Virginia, and Kentucky, and lots of frost and freeze advisories in the south. When we take a look at the QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, showing very little, if anything, around here. Some heavy, moderate precipitation in the south and over the Pacific Northwest, but nothing around here, as I said.